How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a spectacular day. Today we're looking at another new account I made, the 5th out of the total amount of accounts that I have now doing the raid weekend content for you. That is now the Angel of Peace, and how I was able to get 16,000 doing some hits on bases I don't usually attack and trying out some new strategies. So let's take a look at what I got for you guys. I've got 3 different bases. We'll start off with the first hit on a Capital Peak, trying to set up for another account of mine for a second and a third hit. And typically the first hit on a Capital Peak is not going to be that great. There's just so many defenses. And just the 3 graveyard spells that you're able to put down. They generate some skeletons, but they do get absolutely demolished by all the defenses. As you guys may or may not know, the true power of the graveyard spell comes with the second attack when you're able to load up and get anywhere from 3 to 6 graveyard spells spawning troops. So that's where this one, not quite as much loot, but we're able to walk away with 2,500. So then we're trying a hit on the Wizard Valley. I don't usually hit this base because I feel that it is very easy and there's not that much total loot available. But it is very interesting to see. So we went with 4 giants with the graveyard spam strategy to see if that would potentially be enough. And on this layout, I dropped the graveyard spells pretty close in front of the troops. And the idea is to have them just completely mow through the base, just left to right, and pick up everything in between. So we have a massive group of super wizards on the town hall. Not really getting that much splash damage. And then we have our 4 giants are moving upward, which is nice. Doing a good job of staying in front. And things are going pretty smooth. Most of the graveyards are, or most of the skeletons from the graveyards are dying out. But we do have our super wizards doing work. There's a nice section over here where they get a lot of chain value from their lightning bolts. But on this one attack, we were able to get 4,000 Capital Peak gold. It's pretty good. Pretty good for a first hit. If you did that all 6 times, you'd get around 24,000 Capital Peak gold, which is something to consider. You get a lot of gold, and then you set up for a very easy second hit for either one of your clanmates or yourself. So now you'll get to see the absolute mayhem that is happening here, where I'm not even sure if a single troop dies besides the rams just exploding when they hit the wall. So we have so many troops. I think we have all of our wizards, all of our giants. There's just nothing left in this base. And we have so many skeletons. It is crazy. So that's where the second hit was complete overkill. So this is a very good strategy if you want to 2-shot the Wizard Valley. And we got 183 bonus points. It's crazy. And last but not least is what I feel is the trickiest base to hit, which is the Dragon Cliffs. So I had seen on some other videos on YouTube that sometimes you can place the graveyards over the super dragon. I forget what you call them, but they're the buildings themselves. And sometimes the skeletons can kill them. And what happens is once that building that the dragons are guarding goes down, you can then lure them to anywhere on the map. They'll start to follow your troops around, but while that building is still up, the super dragons will keep returning back to that building to guard it. The post, that's what they're called. Dragon post. And the best way to take out the dragons is with a Inferno Dragon. Once they're able to lock on, that beam just takes them out super, super fast. But previously, I was using Zaps and the Sneaky Archers to help take out the dragons. But this base is very tricky. I don't often hit it, so you might see I'm having some challenges here. You know, so far I've only gained 600 loot, and most of the troops have already been deployed. So very, very tragic first hit. We are able to open up these walls down here with a ram, and then we're able to get some damage on the dragon and eventually take it down with the remainder of the Sneaky Archers. But as you can see, I got a crazy amount of gold from that one attack. 710. So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, let's switch it up. Let's go back to the graveyard spam strategy. Let's not try to worry about the super dragons. Let's see just how the super wizards handle the base. So we drop the graveyards in pretty deep, and then we have the rest of the spam strategy coming in from the left-hand side. So we did drop one of the Inferno Dragons just in case that one dragon locked on. Yeah, the graveyards do tend to struggle if they are around a lot of splash damage. They just don't have enough time and power to just take out sections of the base on their own. So like these heavily condensed areas caused a lot of problems, and by the time the rest of the army even got there, the amount of troops that are allowed to spawn in a graveyard had maxed out. So now all these troops aren't getting the benefit of having the skeletons tank for them. So very interesting, very interesting. I might play around with Dragon Peaks a little bit more, but we did get a lot better on that second hit. And then finally, of course, you hope that you can take out a base in 3 attacks every time. But we do take out that last post, and we're able to lure it down and get one of the Inferno Dragons to lock onto it. So as you can see, the battle is just not even close. And that's with a level 1 Inferno Dragon, so if you have higher level ones, they go down even faster, and it's very, very reliable. Otherwise, you'd have to spend a lot of archers, have them under a rage, maybe have a bunch of super wizards take them out. But they just deal so much splash damage that it's really nice that they added the Inferno Dragon. Deployed the one up top randomly just to try and help speed things along, but got hit with a zap trap. But as you can see, the third attack is just overwhelming the remainder of the base. But yeah, that's how I was able to use this new account, and unfortunately had the one really bad hit where only got the 700, so we're probably missing about 2,000 or 3,000 in the points to get a higher standing for the rest of the clan. But I hope this video was helpful. Maybe you learned a thing or two. I'll continue to showcase each of the account's attacks, and hopefully we can find some new and exciting strategies together. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, want to help support me, you can subscribe and hit the like button. And if you want to see another one of my videos, it will be on the screen. Thanks again. See ya.